Well, this relates to quick news. Continue quick news. You had John Deere says they're not shutting down production in the U.S. They're shifting relating to other areas. For example, a facility in Mexico relating to continued production. So the company's making a strategic move to shift some production, compact construction equipment to Mexico to meet growing demands of Latin America. And plus they have competition. Kubota, that's a Japanese, Kubota or Kubota, which is a Japanese form of John Deere-like. So they have competitors. They have to compete against that. The rise in labor costs, supply chain issues they emphasize as part of the reason why they're doing what they're doing. You have a lot of companies, GM, different entities. There's some are shutting their production. Some are even considered an option relating to outside operations and continued production outside operations of the U.S. But John Deere is continuing relating to production, so they're going to continue. They remain committed to U.S., which is Iowa and what's the other one? Iowa, Illinois, Midwest. I'm just giving examples. That really is based on because of the tariffs. The bottom line is their bottom line is being affected. You know what I mean? So they have to make economical, strategical shifts financially to minimize the hits they're taking related to these tariffs, and they might have to raise up prices, which affects down the consumers who buy their products. Man, it's going to cost more to buy certain things, man. Plus the supply shortages, amount of equipment being shipped there, being affected by that. So there's a lot of variables, reasons. So these companies, you also massive layoffs, people being laid off. You know what I mean? So companies taking hits, man. You had a PG, they laying off about 7,000 PG. You know what I mean? So they're taking hits because of the tariffs, for example, and different other entities, man. You know what I mean? So they have their bottom line is their bottom line. You know what I mean? Their goal is to make money. That's their goal. So when that's compromised or affected, they have to make adjustments accordingly, especially economically, financially. So that's just something quick relating to that. You have something with soybean. China hoiting relating to a large amount of soybean, which will affect the farmers in U.S. I see now in the report. U.S. farmers shut down. This is 2 days ago. 14 billion relating to collapse. John Deere crisis, 1,800 jobs cut since 2024. These reports. So, but they're not shutting down production. They just shifting it to other locations, specifically outside, to continue their base. Some are. And some are considered options, like I said, to go to other places, man. Scripture says, be not ignorant of anything in a great matter or small. You know what I mean? Great matters. The great matter is that you're seeing a lot of businesses being affected by this. A lot of employees losing jobs. A lot of businesses even shutting down. And, the fall of, you're seeing a really great matter. You're seeing the fall of the system little by little, economically and so forth. You know what I mean? So Canadian wildfires still continuing, relating to affecting the air quality to here in the U.S. as well. Denver International Airport ground stops relating to DIA. areas being affected, DIA in these airports. Newark still a troubled Newark airport, still going through issues. You know what I mean? So what other one? You have a whole grounds ground meat recall, a major Whole Foods ground beef recall. You're seeing different recalls. You have a 732,000 related to blood pressure medication being cut. You know, and so you're seeing recalls in different things. You're seeing knowing this in the last days, perilous times shall come. We in troublesome times. Columbia University's accreditation is being threatened by the Department of Education based on a certain group of people, possibly their rights being violated, allegedly. We know relating to anti that, you know what I mean? So that's part of that. Columbia goes to this accreditation. You're still seeing the issue with Harvard and administration. Procter & Gamble, which is PG, job cuts, like I was saying. I believe 7,000 or plus. You have an FDA tomato recall, salmonella bacteria, tomatoes. Ice raids continue in various parts of the country. Trump moves to block U.S. entry for foreign students relating to planning to study at Harvard. Republican senators debate relating to the tax bill. So you're seeing relating to, this is just quick news. I want to give all praise, Yahweh Bashem Yoshua Bashem Rakakadash. This is Wolf relating to quick news. All the helps relating to quick news. This is Washawa.